What's up, everybody? And welcome to a new series here on the Fighting Ewok YouTube channel where we replay somewhat older games. This one here is from 2007, and we've got a special Dynasty mode, NCAA March Madness 2007. And this playthrough is going to include something very interesting to begin. So, to begin, I am Tulsa. Okay, it's my team. If you've watched any of my stuff, you know, may or may not have grown up around that area. I like to start out with them. I love to build them up. So, in this dynasty, we have a few nuances, okay? Number one, of course, coach in Tulsa, okay? Here's the other thing we did. In our other dynasty mode with NCAA Football 07, we had BuckshotMMA, who streams on Kick, and I'm Famished, who streams on Kick as coaches. That series is still right in the heat of things, right? I think we're in season 36 out of 60. In this dynasty, you cannot allow multiple coaches. You can only have one. So what we've done is we've created a player, and we're going to track our players through their 4 years in college, okay? And after they're done with college, we may have a surprise for you and may continue it on to another game I have, NBA Live 2007. So we'll see how it works. For now, let's focus on our collegiate careers. We've gone to our big schools, the big ticket schools that we like. So, of course, not on Tulsa. That wouldn't be fair to start. But I have, let's see who comes up first here. Which school comes up first in the whole, it's going to be Penn State, because that is a buckshot. And as you can see, where is he? In BuckshotMMA. That's his favorite school. He's a 75 overall to begin. We're all going to be 75s. He is a point guard. After that, we have myself at Oklahoma. I am a 75, and I am a small forward. And I'm Famished to Nebraska. Somewhere. There he is. He's a shooting guard, and he's a 75. So we're all three different positions, and we're all three starting out at 75 on teams that, frankly, aren't rated that highly, even though they're major schools. But that's where we are. That's where we're going to start. So let's kick back over to Tulsa. All right. So you can see we're back on Tulsa here, and it's going to be a tough start to the dynasty. So I am going to try to coach these guys while we check the stats for our other players. So what we're going to do is we're going to go a week at a time. I'm going to go through some recruiting for Tulsa, but then we're also going to back out. We're going to check the weekly stats. We're going to see how our players are doing, maybe some freshman of the year kind of stuff. Who knows? But anyway, it'll be fun to track them and watch to see if they get any awards. So, all right. So as far as Tulsa goes, 67 for the center. And then there's not another good power forward option. Well, right there, 68 overall. So let's put him in. So I've got a 67 center, a 68 power forward, 64 small forward. There's no shooting guards on this team. Not a single one. So I've got a 64 small forward and a 65 point guard that rounds out the starting five. So after that, on the bench, 4 players, a 61, 51, 58, and 53. So could be in for a pretty rough year. So we may want to recruit. So I think that is a good place to start. And let's see what players are interested here. Shall we? All right. Let's see. Interested prospects. That's kind of crazy that there's like 5-star caliber players interested. They're all shooting guards, which is a good thing, right? That's a good thing. All right, so a JUCO and 2 Mr. Basketball nominees. It might be good to get a JUCO because they're not, they may already be better. So maybe let's invite him to a game. Let's watch a game. Let's offer a scholarship. We've got 5 scholarships available. And then 6'6". This guy's 6'3". This one's 6'6", shooting guard. Wow. From Missouri. I say we go after him. We need a good power forward. Mr. Basketball and All-State nominee for Colorado. Let's go after this power forward. That'll work. I got 2 scholarships remaining to offer. Okay, let's see here. Center, no. I mean, I may just go after another power forward. I'm not sure. A 3-star small forward. No point guard prospects. I mean, we might as well. I don't know. Maybe we wait and see how we do in the season. See who we go after for those other scholarships. I mean, that guy's 6'6". He could be a small forward too. So I say we go after this guy. Why not? Or we save that last scholarship for the off season. Yeah, that's a good idea. Some really good quality interested prospects there. That's pretty crazy. All right, so let's go to the calendar and let's get things started here. So we don't have a game until October 31st. We got this whole week here to burn, so I'll catch you guys up when we get to that game. All right, and here we are. We are there, but we have some recruiting news. So let's go see how things are going here. Look at that. Tulsa. We are number 1 on every list. Just like that. Send a package. We've already watched a game, probably. Yeah, offer scholarship. Let's go. If we can get a couple wins off the start, I mean, what more do you want, right? Let's get these guys signed early. I can't believe such good recruits are looking to come to... I don't know, maybe 4-star, 5-star, a little lesser. I'm not sure, but 6, I think, is as high as you go in basketball in this game. So to get 5s, it's good. All right, let's see how our first match goes. And so that's that Monday. We've got a match here. Oh, shoot, we go Tuesday and Wednesday. So we go back to back. All right, so let's get through both matches. Wow. And our first game is a 2-point loss to UT Arlington. That's gross. All right, our second match, UNC Greensboro, more of a quality opponent. And we get beat again. They're 4-0, so not a good start. Not a good start. Hopefully we can keep those recruits interested. All right. Let me see. I'll catch you guys here at the end of when we get to USC. All right, realized while I was recording earlier I was a little dark. All right. We got crushed by USC, 91-72. I got my lamp turned on so you can see me. So we're 0-3 to start. Let's see how happy that made our recruits. Current targets. We are 0-3, and we have landed 3 out of the 4. Wow. And the other one just hasn't answered yet. Wow. All right. Maybe we're just bad, but I don't know. Maybe there's something. I don't think we should do a lot of full court. Like, that's not a thing you do a lot. I don't like to do a lot of zone. I don't know. Maybe we do a little bit more. It is college, right? physical, 80 more than gamble. I like to just be physical. I don't think you should be gambling all the time. I mean, it's college, so you do a little bit of star focusing, just like in the NBA too, I guess. But I think it's fine. I think that game plan is fine. I think my team is just bad. Okay, so now we have a game coming up here on a Friday versus Idaho State. Let's get through this other game here and see if we can get any news from that other recruit, and we do not. So, all right, I'm going to catch you guys as we get closer to Idaho State here. All right, we're at Idaho State. We are winning the first half, and we win the second half. We get our first one of the season. We are now 1-3. That is what I'm talking about. Yes. We got Yale coming up, and I'll catch you then. All right, so we're about 4 weeks in here, and I think it's time to check on our guys. I'm famished, Buckshot, my player Fighting Ewok. I say we take a look and see if we can find anything that's going on. Let's see, maybe school stats, Conference USA. So I think we've got. Come on now. Let's go. So Nebraska is in the Big 12 in this game still, so we can't see individual stats because I went to school stats. Oh, what a waste of a minute. All right. Would be cool if this was faster anyway. But once we get there, it's pretty quick. So, Penn State. How's our guy doing? BuckshotMMA. Games played 4, 2 games started, 21 points per game. 2 rebounds and, let's see, 4 assists. He's a point guard, so 4 assists and 21 points per game. Nice. See if I've gotten myself in. Fighting Ewok. 0 games started. 1 game played, and I scored 8 points. I am not valued there yet. Oof. And let's go to Nebraska. Let's see if we can find our guy here. I'm famished. 1 game played, and he started. And he scored 19 points. Why don't you just start him again? I don't understand that. Oh well. You know, they're freshmen. I guess we'll see. Alrighty. So now we've got 2 games this week, and we're awaiting news on that other recruit. So let's go through both of these games. First one here is against Yale. First half, we are up 43-38. Second half, 40-31. We win the game, 69-83. And now we play, I think, Grambling State, I think. Yes. First half, 51-38. Second half, we crush them, 97-76. We pulled a 3-3. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's go see if we got this recruit signed here. Got him. Look at that. 3 5-star players. I mean, they're all shooting guards, but there's a JUCO player, so hopefully he's better coming right straight in. It's a shooting guard, but then it's a 6'6" shooting guard. I mean, may be able to convert him to small forward or something, so I'm not too worried about it. Great grabs there. Now we don't have to worry about recruiting until the off season. So let's jump right back into the calendar here. And we are still in what looks to be non-conference play. So we have one game coming up against Duquesne. Duquesne. Not to be confused with Duke, but Duquesne. So no more games this month. I'll catch you when we get there. All right, we got Duquesne coming up here. And tied in the first half. Oh. They pull away in the second half. It's just got to be that the players are so tired, I guess. I don't know. All right, we don't play again for another week and a half or so. And I thought it would just be a good time here just to go take a look at maybe the conference standings. And let's see how our players' teams are doing, shall we? So, the Big 12. Nebraska 4-3 overall. They haven't started conference play, and Oklahoma is 2-2 overall. Big 10. Penn State is 5-0 on the season, so that's good. Hopefully, all three of our teams can make the NCAA tournament at the end of the year. That would be pretty cool. Well, and Tulsa, but I mean, probably won't make it. I say our teams, but I'm rooting for our players, you know? All right, well, I'll catch you guys when we get here to Central Michigan. All right, so we got Central Michigan here coming up. And then Appalachian State, Oklahoma State, and Binghamton. I don't know. I say we simulate through all of them. Let's get this thing rolling. Close game in the first half. We get them by 10 in the second half, and we win the game. Oh, we win the ball game. Go team, go. Appalachian State, 6-4. We got a nice first half lead, and we hang on in the second half for another win. Another ball game win. See if we can win the game against Oklahoma State here. Close in the first. Oh, we lose by 3. That was a close game. Binghamton, never heard of them, and they absolutely demolish us. We keep a close game to Oklahoma State, and this other team kills us. No depth. Not cool. All right. That ends the non-conference play. After this, everything is conference. So once we get to this conference play right here, I'm going to simulate to here. We're going to go see if our guys have played any more games. All right, so I'm going to catch us up here. I am already on Penn State, checking on Buckshot here, MMA. He has 11 games played with 3 starts, and he's averaging 17 points per game and almost 4 assists per game. Way outperforming the starter on that team. Let's see if any of us have gotten a chance. Fighting Ewok. Have I gotten more opportunities? No, 2 games played. 2, and I've averaged 12 points per game. Oh, okay. All right, Nebraska. I'm famished still. 1 game, 1 start. He got 19 points and he hasn't played again. So interesting. Hopefully they revamp, after the season here. Our players being freshmen and all. All right, let's get to the calendar. We have conference play, so let's get through these 2 games here. Rice 10-1 and UTEP 6-5. And Rice is blowing us out in the first half and absolutely crushes us by 27. Let's see if we can come back at all versus UTEP here. Close in the first half, and we get them in the second half, but only by 1, and we end up still losing by 3. tough loss right there. Dang. All right. Well, I'm going to get to the Tulane match, and we're going to get through that entire week right there. All right, so I am at the player stats again. It looks like the only player really being used right now in their freshman year is Buckshot. 13 games played, 3 games started, 16 points per game, 2 rebounds, and just over 3.5 assists per game. So as far as I'm Famished and Fighting Ewok as players, we haven't really been used too often. So what we're going to do here is we got a 6-game span here in these 2 weeks. So I'm going to take us to right here, and let's see how we can fare in these 6 games. We got Tulane on the road up first. Getting beat in the first half pretty badly. We win the second half, but still lose the game by 3. Next up, Southern Miss, who is terrible, and we tried to come back, took them to overtime, lost by 1. Wow, we're now 5-10, and we just lost to a 3-13 squad. Come on, boys, we got to win more ball games. All right, we got the UAB Blazers coming up next on the road. All right, they're 10-3, so this is a tough match. Close in the first, pull away in the second, we lose by 20. All right, let's change our fortunes here at home. We got Tulane at home. Good 4-point lead, and we beat them pretty badly in the second half for a 93-78 win. Whew, that was a good win. Needed that. All right, I think we play ECU on the road next. Yes, they are. East Carolina is 3-13. We cannot let them beat us. And we're getting crushed in the first half. Yeah, we lose by 3. Well, let's see how we can do here. Marshall, 4-11. Got him at home. Up by 3 in the first. Yes, pulled away in the second half. 88-75 win. Well, that was an interesting 6-game span. All right. Let's see, how many games did we win in that? Did we win only 2? Or did we go 3-3? Yeah, we went 2-4. All right, I'll catch you up here when we get to UCF. All right, before we start the next set of games, I thought I'd check in on our players here. So I'm Famished. 2 games played, 1 game started, 13.5 points per game. So we had a little bit of movement there. As far as, let's see, Fighting Ewok, how are you? 3 games played, no games started, averaging 13 points per game when playing. And that's actually second best on the team, so that's kind of crazy. And then Buckshot, who is the one that has most played. He has played 19 games. He has 3 starts. He's averaging 15 points per game and over 4 assists per game. So, I mean, he is a solid, I mean, freshman All-American maybe? Good candidate for one? Maybe. Let's check up. Let's see how our teams are doing. So, Big 12, Oklahoma is 11-8 overall. Doesn't look great for the tournament. Nebraska, 5-14 overall. Yeah, also not going to be a tournament team. Penn State started off strong, and they are 16-3, looking likely to be a tournament team here. Wow. As we are in the first month of tournament play, we can kind of start to see what schools would be on the bubble here. And there's Penn State right there looking good. They have wins against number 10 Memphis and number 11 Wisconsin. So that is good stuff right there. They're in the best of the rest conversation. So very cool. All right, let's see if there's any awards, weekly awards. These are finally populated, you know. So we're gonna let's check up on this here. Conference USA, current week, previous week, current week, previous week. Okay, so no players of the week there. It'd be interesting to see the individual awards. So let's check these All-Americans out. So All-Americans first team. Of course, no one from our second team. No one from Tulsa, of course. I kind of thought there would be a freshman team, but I guess there isn't. Individual awards. Player of the year. Yeah, nobody from any of our teams. Freshman of the year. Look at that. Buckshot MMA is in the conversation, though. He's a little down, but he's in the conversation. All right, whoever this AL is for Pacific is just 29 points per game. Wow. What was that? Owl? I don't know what that. You even know what that is. All right. Well, he's in the conversation, so that's really cool. All right, so we're going to finish up this set of games right here. So we have UCF, good lead in the first half. Nice way to finish them off. We win 75-66. That was a good win over a 10-10 UCF team. Next up, looks like Southern Miss, maybe. They are 3-16. We should get this win right here. Getting crushed in the first half. I mean, it's a terrible loss. All right, we got Houston up next on the road. Getting crushed in the first. And we lose 91-78. Let's see how we do against SMU. SMU 11-9 overall. Good first half. We got the lead. Close both halves, but we finish them off 91-84. Getting closer to that 10th win. Good stuff. Okay, we're back in the player stats screen. Let's check it out. Buckshot MMA with 24 games played, 4 starts, 16 points per game, 4 assists per game. Still having a very solid freshman year. Still 0 games started for Ewok. Only 3 games played, 13 points per. How sad is that? Hopefully they don't cut me next year or something. All right, let's check out Nebraska. Let's check out I'm Famished. 1 start, 3 games played, 9 points per game. Man. All right, let's check out that tournament watch. And look at this. The team that Buckshot is on, Penn State, They are now projected. They are ranked 20th and projected to win the Big Ten and receive the automatic bid. So they have now beaten Ohio State, Wisconsin. Earlier, they had like a Memphis win when they were ranked. Penn State is rolling. I mean, even if they fall out of that, they're still going to be right here in the best of the rest. So that's fantastic for them. Fantastic. Because I don't think that Oklahoma or Nebraska were doing very well. 14-12, that's not going to get you into the tournament. And of course 6-18 isn't either. All right, well, let's see here. Let's finish out the rest of this season. Let's do that. We're going to simulate to right there. Let's get through the rest of our games. We're getting crushed by UAB, and we obliterate them in the second half with 51 points. 87-79 win. Whoa. Up next is Rice, a nice 10-point lead at home, and then they score 48 in the second half. Of course, we just did that to a team, but it shouldn't happen to us. You know what I'm saying? All right, up next is UTEP. UTEP. 2-point loss. Wow, a tale of two halves there. 88-86 loss. Next up, 19th ranked Memphis. They're 18-8 overall. And they're beating us by 19 in the first. We did outscore them in the second, but still an 83-71 loss. That is all of the games in our season. I'm going to finish off the season, and then we're going to go check on the tournament watch and some other stats, and I'll catch you guys up then. All right, here we are checking the awards and such. So I'm looking at the Big Ten because you guys know Buckshot's really the only one that's played anything. So I'm looking at Freshman of the Year for the Big Ten Conference, and BuckshotMMA is in third behind two Ohio State players. So in the conversation, not only for Freshman of the Year in the Big Ten, but also nationwide. In that conversation, it's very impressive. Very, very impressive for that freshman year. I just think that's so cool. I mean, when we take a look at it, and he's averaging 15 points per game, over a steal, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. I mean, it's just a solid freshman year. I'm famished and I didn't do anything. So, way to go. As we take a look at Tournament Watch here, we got all the locks here for each conference. Looks like they think Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten now, maybe. So, let's see who's on the bubble here. Penn, LaSalle, Boston College, Temple, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Washington State, Northwestern. And, of course, it's a big list, but best of the rest, I mean, Penn State's going to be on this, so Buckshot's going to be in the NCAA tournament for sure, right there. I mean, they're going to make it no matter what they do. So, let's begin conference tournaments. I am, 10th out of 12, and I play UCF first, so I'm going to click Simulate to the end, and we're going to see when our gameplay comes up here. Not sure exactly how far to the end it's going to take before we pop up, but when it happens fast. Know what I mean? Oh, I love NCAA March Madness. I love the tournament selection. I love the bubble talk. I love the upsets. I love the bracket. I love everything about it. All right, Conference USA play, and let's stop it right there. We were just like, oh, we don't want to be here. All right, well, I didn't want to look at that, so I moved us along. Conference tournaments are over. The big show is about to begin. Wisconsin wins the Big Ten where Buckshot's at, so looks like the best of the rest is going to include probably Penn State right there. Made the tournament, so Buckshot will be playing. Buckshot will be playing in the tournament. As far as teams on the bubble goes, Penn from the Ivy League makes it. Boston College make it. Kent State from the MAC makes it. And Charlotte from the Atlantic 10 make it, the teams that were on the bubble. So, very interesting there. All right, so we're going to look at the rest of the teams as we go along here. Begin the NCAA tournament. Let's do it. Of course, we're not in it, so we don't have anything to worry about. Let's check out the bracket, baby. All right, so I think we find Penn State 7 seed taking on the 10 seed Air Force with Buckshot interest in mind. Let's simulate to this one. See if Penn State can get a win. And they do, 106-77. They crush them. I wonder if it'll tell us if Buckshot got any playing time. Tournament, yeah, tournament play. So let's go to Penn State here. And yes, he played. He scored 10 points, 3 rebounds. He didn't have any assists. How many minutes did you play? 13 minutes is all, and you scored 10 points. Boy, you took 10 shots, man. Only scored 3. Bad field goal percentage. Ouch. Anyway, you played and you're in the tournament, so. All right. Let's get back to it. I just, even though we're not in it, let's go through it here. Let's go up. All right, Arizona, the 1 and a 16 seed here. The 1 seed prevails. We got an 8 and 9 seed here. 8 seed Virginia Tech prevails. North Carolina is your champion. I'm going to show you guys. Penn State lost in the round of 32 by 1 point. So very cool. Buckshot's team got to do that, and I think, you know, as it stands with the awards and the individual awards, I think we know that. Okay, so freshman, the best freshman in the tournament. Wow, Texas was just loaded with freshmen. Wow, what? It's like every player on their team was a freshman. All right, freshman of the year for overall. This guy from Pacific. And Buckshot ends up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 6th. Wow. What a season, man. Nice way to start. Very nice. All right. Well, look. Hey, that's it for Season 1. NCAA March Madness 2007. So, Tulsa, the team that I'm coaching, 10 and 18 overall. But we recruited pretty well, if you can remember that. And, I'm famished, and Fighting Ewok didn't really have eventful freshman year, so hopefully next season we can check in a lot more stats, see how they're doing. But Buckshot, nice freshman year, really quality. So that's it for Season 1. Catch you guys back here next time for Season 2. Later.